Welcome back, my young readers. I hope you had a great holiday. I know I did. And Triangel and Trifecta also did. In fact, you might not be seeing her now, but don't worry. She's going to join us at the end of the story. She's got some takeaways she want to talk with us about. So, let's get started. Stay tuned. The name of this story is called Queen for a Day by Mark Brown. This is part of the author's series. The mayor was about to announce the winner of an essay contest at Arthur's school. Everyone held their breath. Muffy really wanted to win. The winner was going to ride in the City Pride parade as King or Queen of Elwood City.
And the winner is
Mr. Hanny began.
Muffy Crosswire.
What a surprise! Muffy cried. Smile, Muffy, called Buster's mom, snapping her picture. After school, Muffy gathered everyone together. I have to plan my float for the parade, she announced, and choose who will perform with me. Be prepared with your talent presentations on Saturday. We'll meet at my house. Oh, this is so exciting, Francine said. Maybe I could perform a Francine, Muffy interrupted. As my best friend, I think you should sing this song I wrote. It's a tribute to me. On Saturday, Prunella came dressed in a long gown. I designed this myself, she explained. Rubella helped me make it. What do you think? Not bad, said Muffy. You will be my lady-in-waiting. Who's next? Binky Barnes got up to juggle. You're in, Muffy said, checking off his name. After Binky, Buster told some jokes. Muffy rolled her eyes. You'll be my master of ceremonies, Muffy said, but no jokes. Fern read a poem. Very nice, Fern, Muffy began. You may write a poem in honor of me to read aloud on the float, and Arthur will accompany you on the piano. I have a design for your float, said the brain. I want it to rise up and turn around slowly so I can wave to all my fans equally, said Muffy. Did it? Said the brain. It has a sophisticated hydraulics lift with a turning radius of 360 degrees. Francine, did you learn the song I gave you? Asked Muffy. Well, Francine explained nervously. I tried to, but you may begin, Muffy insisted. Francine cleared her throat and sang a few notes. Stop! I will. Muffy cried. That sounds awful, Francine. If you can't sing, you can't ride on the float. Francine felt terrible. I'm leaving, she cried. Wait, Arthur called. Don't go. I don't want to ride on her crummy float, said Francine. After she left, Arthur spoke to Muffy. Francine isn't coming back. Maybe you could apologize? Francine is just too sensitive, Muffy snapped. When they left Muffy's house, Arthur turned to his friends. We have to do something, he insisted. Muffy's out of control, Buster added. Yeah, Binky agreed. If Muffy thinks she's so special, then she can ride on the float all by herself, said Arthur. The next day, when Muffy called her first rehearsal, no one showed up. Fine, exclaimed Muffy. I don't need any of you. I can do it all myself. Muffy went to her father. Daddy, she said, I want you to hire a crew to operate my float and find me some professional entertainers.
Calm down, Cupcake, said Mr. Crosswire. I'll take care of everything.
Mr. Crosswire met with the parade people. Everything that Muffy wanted was against the rules. Muffy was very disappointed. She really didn't want to ride on the float by herself. Muffy went to see Arthur. If you want our help, you need to be a lot nicer to everybody, Arthur explained, and let Francine ride with you. But she can't sing, Muffy insisted. Everyone is good at different things, said Arthur. Just think of something else for Francine to do. Muffy thought for a moment. She pictured herself all alone on an empty float. Okay, Muffy agreed grudgingly. I'll try. As Muffy was leaving, she saw DW playing with her baton in the driveway. If only Francine could twirl like you, Muffy said. Francine's the one who taught me how, said DW. Hey, Muffy, watch this. DW threw the baton way up in the air and caught it. Great, exclaimed Muffy. I've got to find Francine. Muffy saw Francine coming out of the sugar bowl. What do you want? Francine asked. Muffy used her sweetest voice. I thought of something fabulous you could do on the float. You can twirl the baton, said Muffy. Okay, Francine agreed. I love to twirl. Just one thing, said Muffy. What's the matter now? Asked Francine. You get to twirl on the royal float, Muffy said, but no singing.
Well, that ends our story, and like Little Darling told you, I'd be here with some takeaways I want to talk to you all about.
Let's just say takeaways runneth over in this story.
Right? You know, Muffy has always been extra, but this story is like the extra of Muffy.
And I couldn't agree more with you. Is it just me? But at the beginning of this story, you saw when she was in the contest and when she won, the first thing she says is she's so surprised. But if you remember towards the middle of the story when she has a little bit of a tantrum and she calls for her daddy to fix it, I wonder, it makes me think, did she call her daddy to fix the contest so that she wins?
Oh, wow. That is food for thought. I did not even think that.
It just makes you wonder because this story does not paint Muffy in the best light.
No, it does not. But we're not here to tear, Muffy down even more. What I want to talk about are some takeaways. One of the takeaways I wanted to get out there was the way she criticized Francine's singing. Don't get me wrong. Francine cannot sing. That's definitely a fact.
Right, and she did it wrong. No, Francine can't sing, and yes, that is a fact. But the way she went about it in a negative way. And criticism can be done in one of two ways. It can be done positively, which is constructive, or negatively, which is destructive. And you never want to do anything negative because on this channel, we promote nothing but positivity. And that's what we want you guys to always try to do, is to promote positivity in your life.
And the good thing about this story is that Muffy did learn that she was going to have to correct her attitude about the whole situation with the float, because in the end, she realized that if she didn't do that, she was going to be on that float by herself. And nobody wants to be anywhere by themselves.
I definitely would agree with that. And this story had a lot of what not to do, as well as a little of what to do. We hope that you enjoyed and got a lot out of this story. And we will see you guys on the next episode. Bye.
Bye!